at certain times in American history, the idea of neither left nor right may have made sense. Whenever the nation as a whole had a kind of common moral foundation, and the political parties were basically debating the best way to govern accordingly, there could be good debates in there, and it would be about, wisdom calls type stuff. What kind of tax rate should we have or whatever?
Yeah.
All that's well and good. But when you've got to the point where one of the parties wants to castrate children, is openly celebrating the murder of unborn children, is at war with nature and nature's God. All of these sort of things. That's one side. And then the other side, like you said, has sexual immorality in it, has compromised in a number of different ways. What happens is the pressure that people feel internally to constantly balance the scales of left and right by maximizing the sins of the right and minimizing the sins of the left, so that the scales balance, so that you can stay in the middle in that third way. And so it's like, be third way at all costs. And if that's the principle, one of the things the left has figured out is, because Christians have that mentality, they can just keep pulling to the left hard.
Wow.
And Christians will go, because we'll keep minimizing what they're doing and maximizing what the right is doing. Maximizing the sins of the right, Trump's mean tweets, that, like you said, in order to balance the scale so that we can stay out of it. Because if, on the other hand, if one of these is really, really high-handed wickedness, and the other flawed, but still a reasonable vehicle for the pursuit of justice in society, one of the parties is a reasonable vehicle for the pursuit of justice in society. One of them is hostile to any pursuit of justice in society. If it's imbalanced, then Christians might have to choose sides and become partisan. Or the real thing is, be accused of being partisan. You don't actually even have to be partisan. You could just say, hey, my vote's going to the folks that I think are going to do better than the other guys. That's it. It's simple. I'm not a partisan. I'm just going to vote for those guys. But you'll be accused of being MAGA. You'll be accused. And Christians flinch in the face of certain kinds of accusations. That's one of the main steering wheels that people use against us, is we want to have reputations. We want to have certain kind of reputations and not be thought of as misogynistic or an abuse enabler or whatever labels you want to throw on people. Yeah. Christians will jump through a lot of hoops to make sure that doesn't happen. And so I think that is a major failing, and the world's figured out how to game us on that. And it's something we have to overcome.